Hello, it's me.
Who?
I'm sure by now we all know Yandere Simulator and its less than savory creator. Yandere Simulator was a sandbox game made in 2014 about a girl who has the incapability of experiencing emotions up until she falls in love with one of her classmates, so much that she's willing to take the lives of other students. And I know that Yandere Simulator redesigns were popular like years ago, but I've also seen people do it as recent as 2 weeks ago, so I wanted to try handling it myself. Plus the designs are,
Brother, this guy stinks!
Starting with Ayano, our psychopathic protagonist. I actually thought her design was completely fine, seeing that she has literally no interest in doing anything else, and that she had no hobbies or skills. Not referring to the skills she learned from her mother. I thought that the plain, ominous look that she had was fine for an emotionless sociopath, up until I was browsing on YouTube when I found a Yandere Simulator short that had a customized Ayano. She had her hair down and all sorts of accessories, and I thought she looked gorgeous, and then I remembered that she's not even supposed to present herself as a psych. She befriends others in the game, albeit ominously, and she's able to have a part-time job at a maid cafe. What? I think that's still in the game. I forgot. I'm sorry. I feel like she's supposed to be at least somewhat attractive. Not Montgomery level gorge, but like cute or something. Here's the concept that I drew for her. I wanted her to still be like a little bit emo, but like she has the looks that kind of deceive you at first. I still wanted her to be a killer, but a much more much more immature manipulator, unlike her mother. Also, I came up with this concept that she hides her knife in a sheath that's tucked beneath her leg warmers, since she literally just pulled it out of nowhere. The thigh would be too obvious if I put it up there, so I decided to go lower. She would have trouble running a little bit, but I could see her joining the sports club to try and get better stamina. So here it is, Operation Turn Ayano into a bad bitch, so... So, after a couple unrecorded tries, I finally managed to make her not look awkward. I was going to draw her facing front, but I realized that I wasn't just going to put her hair down. I was going to do a half up, half down to keep the reminiscence of her iconic ponytail. And if I was going to do that, then I'd have to show her looking to the side. Also, I know that people have lots of complaints about the sailor uniform being for middle schoolers, but I kind of like it. Sorry, but I've gotten like way too used to it, so I don't think I'll be changing that for this design. I kept her cute little hair tassels on the side and her side bang too. It's too iconic, I fear. I think the other reason I didn't fully put her hair down is because I know the reason why she has it up in the first place. Slaughtering girls is a very hard job, and it's just much more convenient to put your hair up and just call it a day. And for my version of Ayano, I wanted her to look exactly how she looks in the game when she first arrives to school. She takes care of herself enough in a way that she looks presentable and disguises her depression or condition. Also, I know that people complain about the length of the skirts in this game and how it isn't realistic, but it's cute, so I'm keeping it. But back to the story, Ayano dresses how she's supposed to dress. Nothing more, nothing less, until she meets Senpai. And then she starts stalking him and getting insecure about the girls he seems to gravitate towards, and tries to adopt their style without making it obvious. I drew a picture of her kneeling down, probably about to run it like a track meet or something. But I made it so that you could see through her leg warmers that hide her knife mechanism. Gave it the Doki Doki shoes instead of the penny loafers. Her leg warmers are also going to be a blackish gray, so it's easier to hide the blood on them, plus it fits her aesthetic. Saying this as if she doesn't have a whole white uniform. But she's able to get that remade by befriending members of the sewing club, or just putting them in the washing machine. Debated making the outfits match mission mode, but I feel as if they would have been too gloomy. And academia is supposed to be safe, despite the headmaster having a fetish for putting cameras.
Is this nigga serious?
Not even gonna mention the half-naked administrators. Ayano has such a pretty mysterious gaze though, like OMG. I feel like she still keep her somewhat stiff personality, but everyone just assumes she's like a cutie because her appearance is cute, rather than assuming that she's a serial killer because she stared a couple girls down in class. I drew pictures on the side of her thirsting over senpai, and a sketch of her in Yandere mode, and even a little sketch of her inventory with her little school bag, but she'll be keeping it plain because there's no need to change that. All we've got though is a knife and an iPod Nano. And trust, you know exactly what she's listening to on that thing. And we're finished. I added more details after the speed paint though, if you couldn't tell. I gave her the Academy logo on her outfit, specifically the ribbon part. I got the idea from this baddie, you know, Pinky, so be sure to check her out. She was completely right that a school as prestigious and prideful as this one, with a narcissist running it, would definitely have their logo at least somewhere on the school uniform. Also, I was planning on giving her black stockings since the beginning, but for some reason I forgot that. But anyway, I added some shine on them to make them look cute. I also added this red ribbon to her hair that kind of reminds me of Yuri from God from Nowhere. At first I didn't want her to stand out too much, and that's why I didn't want to put it in there, but then I started thinking about like the red string of fate, and I was like, oh yeah, I should definitely wear that.
Get your limits in their face, watch them freeze up. See your fruits up, say
Next up on our hit list is the tsundere herself, Osana. I hate tsunderes. This is the concept I drew for her. When I looked up tsunderes for references, they always seem to wear pigtails and have this somewhat childlike appearance to them, since literally bullying your crush is a tactic that should be dropped after pregame. But they might like deny their attachment to cute things because they want to be seen as tough. Like how Shitsuki, not Suki, I'm sorry, likes cute stuff, but she tries to convince everyone she's not, like...
Cute. I'm not cute. I mean my parents.
As much as I hated Natsuki though, I thought she was cute as hell, so I gave her Natsuki swipe bang. I also gave her these curly fries type side pieces with a cat clip motif since I totally thought she'd cringe at cat ears. I also added a glow-in-the-dark bracelet and a pink cardigan around her waist. So don't take that Coke brand the wrong way, because Doki Doki is literally like my third favorite game of all time. But it's hard to be number one when the tsundere character accuses you of being a criminal because you got close to her and that's just a part of her trope. Plus Sayuri ended. I traded her obnoxious stockings for some leg warmers. I promise the redesigns will always have them, I just think they're cute. I feel like Osana's personality in particular is more assertive and opinionated when it comes to others, but Senpai just gets the worst of that. But Senchop deserves his lashings for being a moron anyway, so. Even though I was keeping her pigtails, I was just looking at both Osana and Rivaru and I was just like, why do they have the same hairstyle? So I decided to do another half up, half down, but this time with pigtails. This is the back. It's like a cloud type of hair and I don't know why I did it, but it's cute, so. I was gonna add ribbons to her hair because of Mary Garatome, but I decided not to do that because I already gave Ayano the ribbons, so I reused the scrunchies instead. Also, I'm literally so fucking sorry for drawing her meaty-ass arms like that. I don't know why I draw them like that, but it keeps reminding me of that stupid-ass boyfriend game and how she draws her hands. And we're finished! I literally love how I made Osana's silhouette though, because she looks like an idol. And that would make sense for her stalker and stuff. And on the side, I drew her getting kidnapped by Ayano and her with her hair down confessing her feelings, and I think she looks so cute and vicious.
Hey Jay, what's the only part of a vegetable you can't eat?
And it's finally time for our last rival, Amai. This was the concept I drew for her. I thought I was gonna keep her previous hairstyle, but I ended up going for this 1950s doo-wop type hairstyle because that's what like the cooking and baking stuff reminds me of. I also gave her this little head. Even I don't know what it is, I'm sorry. But she looks like she's from Good Burger, and I think it makes her look so cute, I'm sorry. At the last minute, I just decided that her personality was way too boring. Plus I started thinking about Bonnabelle from Crush Crush, so I just decided to make her something for something. And I know you guys have been noticing, so let me just tell you right now, I decided to make her plump.
Hi, Fatty.
I love fat girls, they're bad as hell. I turned the striped leggings into just regular striped socks and drew her holding a butterfly and a picnic basket. I also drew a sketch of her in her normal uniform and she looks so cute, oh my god. And I also drew a sketch of her being scared because Ayano broke into her humble abode. Added some white stockings and I was finally done with this stupid ass I decided to draw some additional sketches, and I thought the first sketch was gonna be one and done, but so we're just gonna make a different sketch. This time I decided to draw Ribaru because I actually love her and I think she's super cute. She actually reminds me of my second favorite character of all time from my favorite game Misao, Akinoru Kami, and they're very similar in the way that they present themselves, that they're cute but they're actually lesbian. Present that they're cute but they're actually psychopaths. But I also love characters that can be both cute and hot at the same time. So I drew her being cute and then being masculine. I was trying to draw a dumbbell but that literally looks like a toddler could pick it up. And I feel like Osana would be like attracted to her masculineness, but also be like, I'm not gay. Little does she know that Ribaru has a crush on her dumbass. Second sketch is just of Ayano, Ribaru, and Osana. Ayano was attempting to get rid of Osana in private, but Ribaru is just hiding behind Osana, as if she isn't 10 times stronger than her. And she's telling Osana not to go because Ayano has a bad vibe. Plus she's got a crush on Osana, so now she's not allowed to be alone with other girls. The last sketch I drew was of Amai baking cookies for Senpai and hoping that he'll like them. Ayano's just in the back trying to take her out though. I love how Amai looks so motherly here though. It's so cute. And that was all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was a little long for my official debut video, but if you want to see more, like and subscribe. This part is so embarrassing. But have a great day and stream boy crazy or something.